Hey everyone! Welcome back to Daily English with Buddy. I'm Mak.
And I'm Carrie. So happy to be here today.
Carrie, I have a question for you, and I think a lot of people listening right now will feel the same way.
Okay, what is it?
Do you ever feel really tired, even after you sleep?
Oh, wow. Yes, all the time, honestly. Like, I wake up and I think, why am I still so tired? I just slept 8 hours.
Exactly. And it's so frustrating, right? You go to bed, you sleep, and then you wake up and you feel heavy, like your body doesn't want to move.
Yes, like your brain is still asleep, but your alarm is screaming at you.
So today, that is what we are talking about. Why do people feel tired all the time? And more importantly, what can we do about it?
I love this topic because I feel like everyone around me is tired. My friends, my coworkers, even my mom. She always says, I'm so tired. I don't know why.
And you know what? You're not alone. This is actually a very, very common thing today. Millions of people feel tired every single day. Not just a little tired, but exhausted. All day, every day.
And that's kind of sad, right? Because being tired all the time makes everything harder. Work, studying, even talking to people.
It really does. So let's talk about it. Let's figure it out together. And hey, if you're listening to this while feeling tired right now, that's okay. Stay with us. We've got you.
Yes, this one is for you.
Okay, Carrie, let's start simple. Let me describe a typical day, and you tell me if this sounds familiar.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so you wake up in the morning, your alarm goes off, and the first thing you do is reach for your phone.
Oh no, that's me every morning.
You scroll through Instagram, TikTok, maybe some news, and then boom, you're already 30 minutes late.
And then you rush. No breakfast, just coffee, maybe 2 coffees.
You get to school or work, you sit at your desk, you stare at the screen for hours, and by lunchtime, you're already tired.
And then after lunch, it gets even worse. That 2 o'clock feeling, when you just want to put your head on the desk.
Yes, and then the afternoon goes slowly, very slowly. And finally, you go home. You think, okay, now I'll rest.
But then you sit on the couch and you start scrolling again, and suddenly it's midnight.
And you think, I should sleep, but you keep scrolling. Just one more video, just one more post.
And then it's 1 a.m. and you finally sleep. And then the alarm goes off again and you feel tired again.
And the cycle repeats every single day.
That sounds exhausting just to describe, but honestly, that is my life sometimes.
It's so many people's lives. Students, young workers, parents, everybody. And the scary part is, we start to think that being tired is normal, that this is just how life is.
But it's not supposed to be like that, right?
Exactly, and that's why we're here today, to understand why this happens. Because once you understand it, you can start to change it.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's start with the most obvious one, sleep. Now, most people think if I sleep enough hours, I'll feel good, but that's not always true.
Wait, really? I sleep 8 hours sometimes and I still feel terrible.
That's the thing. It's not just about how long you sleep. It's about the quality of your sleep. Are you sleeping deeply? Are you really resting?
So what makes sleep bad quality? Like, what does that even mean?
Okay, so a few things. First, inconsistent sleep time. Like you sleep at 10 p.m. on weekdays, but on weekends you sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up at noon.
Oh, guilty. That's definitely me on Saturdays.
When you do this, your body gets confused. Your body has a natural clock inside. It's called the body clock or circadian rhythm. And when you change your sleep time all the time, this clock gets out of sync.
Like jet lag? Like when you travel to a different time zone?
Exactly like jet lag. Great example. But you're doing it to yourself every weekend.
That's actually kind of scary. I never thought about it that way.
And then there's the phone thing, using your phone right before bed. The light from the screen, it's called blue light. It tells your brain, hey, stay awake, it's daytime.
But it's midnight and we're watching cat videos.
Exactly. So your brain gets confused. And even when you close your eyes, your brain is still a little bit on. So your sleep is lighter. You don't go into the deep sleep your body needs.
That explains so much. I always thought I was just a bad sleeper, but maybe it's the phone.
Probably. And one more thing, some people have a condition called sleep apnea. Now, don't be scared by that word. It just means you stop breathing for a few seconds while you sleep.
Wait, stop breathing?
Just for a moment, yes, and your body wakes up a little bit each time to start breathing again. You don't even notice it, but it happens many times a night, and so you never get deep, good sleep.
That sounds really tiring. How do you know if you have that?
Usually someone else tells you, like you snore a lot or you wake up with headaches. It's a medical thing, so a doctor needs to check, but it's more common than people think.
Okay, so bad sleep is reason number 1. Got it.
Okay, next reason, and this one is really important. Mental and emotional tiredness.
You mean like stress?
Yes, stress is a huge one. When you're stressed about work, school, money, relationships, your brain is working overtime. Even when you're not doing anything, your brain is thinking and worrying.
Oh, I know this feeling. You're lying in bed at night and your brain just won't stop. It's like, why are you thinking about that embarrassing thing you said in 2018?
Yes, that's called overthinking, and it is exhausting because your brain is using energy, real energy, even though you're just lying there.
So thinking can make you tired?
Absolutely. Anxiety, which is when you feel worried and nervous a lot, it drains your energy. And then there's something called burnout.
I've heard that word a lot lately. What exactly is burnout?
Burnout is when you've been stressed or working too hard for too long, and your mind and body just say, enough, I can't do this anymore. You feel completely empty, no motivation, no energy, even simple things feel too hard.
I think I've felt that before. After my exam season last year, I just couldn't do anything for weeks. I didn't want to go out, talk to anyone, nothing.
That sounds like burnout. And it's very real. It's not laziness. It's your body protecting itself.
That's actually really good to hear, because sometimes I think, am I just lazy? But maybe I was just burnt out.
Exactly. And this is why mental rest is just as important as physical rest.
Okay, what's next?
Food. What we eat or don't eat makes a huge difference in how tired we feel.
Really? I never thought food could make me tired.
Oh, definitely. Okay, think about this. You eat a big meal, lots of carbs, maybe fast food, and then 30 minutes later, you feel sleepy, super heavy.
Yes, after lunch especially, I always feel like I need a nap.
That's a blood sugar crash. When you eat a lot of sugar or junk food, your blood sugar goes up very fast, and then it drops fast. And that drop makes you feel tired and foggy.
Interesting. So it's not the food that makes you tired, it's the sugar drop.
Exactly. And then there's dehydration, not drinking enough water. You know, our body is mostly water, and when we're even a little dehydrated, we feel tired, we get headaches, we can't focus.
I drink so much coffee and almost no water. Is that bad?
Well, coffee actually takes water from your body. So if you're only drinking coffee, you might actually be dehydrated even if you feel like you're drinking something.
Okay, that's a problem. I need to start drinking more water.
And there are also vitamins and minerals, like iron. If you don't have enough iron in your blood, you feel tired all the time. This is called iron deficiency or anemia. Very common, especially in women.
I had that before. My doctor told me I was low on iron and I had no idea. I just thought I was tired from work.
Yes, and vitamin B12 and vitamin D are also very important for energy. Many people, especially people who don't go outside much or don't eat meat, are low on these, and they feel constantly exhausted because of it.
So you might just need a vitamin?
Sometimes, yes. That's why it's always a good idea to get a blood test if you're always tired. It might be something simple, like a vitamin deficiency.
Okay, what else? This is all making so much sense.
Lifestyle habits. Things we do or don't do every day, like exercise.
Ugh, I know I need to exercise more, but when I'm tired, the last thing I want to do is move.
I know. But here's the irony. Not exercising makes you more tired.
Wait, what?
Yes, when you move your body, even just a little walk, your heart pumps more blood. More oxygen goes to your brain, you feel more awake, more alive. But when you sit all day, everything slows down. Your energy level drops.
So sitting all day at a desk is making me tired?
Exactly. Our bodies are designed to move, not to sit for 8 hours staring at a screen. When we don't move, we feel sluggish, heavy, tired.
That's kind of funny when you think about it. You're doing nothing, but you're exhausted.
Yes, and then there's too much caffeine. Coffee helps you wake up, but only for a while. And if you drink too much, it actually disturbs your sleep later. So you sleep worse, you're tired, you drink more coffee. Another cycle.
Another cycle? There are so many cycles.
Welcome to modern life. All these habits are connected. They all affect each other.
You mentioned social media earlier. That's a big one too, right?
Huge. We live in a time where there is so much information. Every minute, news, videos, posts, notifications. Our brains never get a break.
I feel like my brain is always on. Even when I'm relaxing, I'm watching something or scrolling.
That's the problem. Real rest for the brain means doing nothing, letting your mind wander, looking out the window. But we don't do that anymore. We fill every quiet moment with content.
Even in the bathroom.
Ha! Don't deny it. We all do it.
Okay, yes, I take my phone everywhere.
The brain needs time to rest and process. Like a computer, if you have 50 apps open at once, it slows down. It overheats. That's what's happening to our brains with so much information all the time.
So my brain is basically crashing?
A little bit, yes. And it's making you feel mentally tired even when you haven't done much physically.
Okay, and what about medical reasons? Like, when is tiredness a sign of something more serious?
Good question. So first I want to say, most of the time, tiredness is caused by the things we just talked about. Sleep, stress, food, habits. But sometimes, yes, there can be a medical reason.
Like what?
One example is the thyroid. The thyroid is a small gland in your neck, and it controls your energy levels. If it's not working properly, if it's underactive, which doctors call hypothyroidism, you can feel extremely tired all the time, even with good sleep.
And how would you know?
Again, a blood test. Your doctor can check it. And there's also something called chronic fatigue syndrome. This is when someone feels exhausted for a very long time, like weeks or months, and rest doesn't really help. It's a real medical condition.
That sounds really difficult to deal with.
It is. And anemia, low iron that we mentioned, that's also medical. If you're always pale, always cold, always tired, get it checked.
So the message is, if the tiredness doesn't go away even when you try to fix your habits, see a doctor.
Exactly. Don't ignore it. Your body is trying to tell you something.
Okay, I want to share something a little personal. Can I?
Of course. That's what we're here for.
So, about 2 years ago, I was in my last year of university, and I was just always tired. I had classes in the morning, part-time work in the evening, and I was trying to study for my finals, and I just couldn't sleep well. I was so stressed.
How were you feeling during that time?
Honestly, I felt like I was walking through fog. Like my body was there, but my brain wasn't. I couldn't remember things, I couldn't focus, I kept making small mistakes, and I just thought, maybe I'm just not smart enough or not strong enough.
Oh, Carrie, that sounds really hard.
It was. But then I started talking to a friend about it, and she said, "Have you slept properly? Have you eaten today?" And I realized, no, I had forgotten to eat lunch. I was running on coffee. I hadn't gone outside in 3 days.
Wow, 3 days inside.
Yeah, and once I started making small changes, going to bed at the same time, eating real meals, taking short walks, I started feeling better. It wasn't magic, it took a few weeks, but I felt like myself again.
That's such an important story because I think so many people feel that way and they blame themselves, but it's not about being weak. It's about how you're taking care of yourself.
Exactly. Okay, what about you, Mac? Do you have a story?
Yeah, mine is a little embarrassing. So a few months ago, I kept falling asleep on the couch at like 8 p.m. every evening. And I thought, wow, I must be getting old.
You're not that old, Mac.
I'm not, but I was drinking about 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day, and I thought it was helping me stay alert, but actually I was sleeping terribly at night because of all the caffeine. So by evening, I was crashing, completely out of energy.
Caffeine backfire.
Exactly. And it was a cycle. Bad sleep at night, tired in the morning, more coffee, worse sleep. I cut down to 1 or 2 cups a day, and after 2 weeks, I was sleeping so much better. And I had more energy in the evening. Real energy.
It's amazing how small changes make such a difference.
It really is, and these stories, yours and mine, they're not special. So many people are going through exactly the same thing right now.
Okay, let's get to the good part. What can people actually do? Like practical things, easy things.
Yes, let's talk solutions. And I want to start with this. You don't need to change everything at once. Small changes, that's the key.
Okay, what's number 1?
Sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Yes, even on weekends. I know, that sounds boring, but it helps your body clock so much.
And the foam?
Put it away 30 minutes before bed, or even 20 minutes. Just put it in another room. Read a book, stretch, listen to quiet music. Let your brain slow down before sleep.
I've been trying this, and honestly, it does help. I fall asleep faster.
Right? And the sleep feels deeper, more satisfying.
Okay, what else?
Move your body. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to run a marathon. Just walk. Walk for 20 minutes a day. In the morning if you can. Fresh air, natural light. It wakes your brain up so much better than coffee.
And stretching. Even just stretching at your desk for 5 minutes helps, especially if you sit all day.
Great point. When you feel that afternoon slump, instead of reaching for coffee, stand up. Walk to the window. Stretch your arms. It really helps.
What about eating?
Yes, eat real food. I know that sounds obvious, but try to eat balanced meals, not just coffee and a snack. Real breakfast, lunch with protein and vegetables, and drink water. So much water.
How much water?
Around 8 glasses a day is a good goal. You can also try herbal tea. And try not to eat huge meals right before bed. It disturbs sleep.
What about social media? Because I know I need to cut back, but it's so hard.
I get it. It's designed to keep you scrolling. So be intentional. Set a timer. Say, I'll scroll for 15 minutes, then I stop.
Or put your phone in a drawer after 9 p.m.
And when you do that, you start to notice, oh, I actually feel more relaxed without it.
Yes, your brain gets actual rest, and you start to sleep better too.
What about stress? Because you can't always control stress, right?
True, but you can manage it. Take real breaks during the day, not just scrolling your phone. Step outside. Close your eyes for 5 minutes. Breathe slowly.
Talking to friends helps too. Like actually talking, not texting, talking. When I talk to a friend about how I'm feeling, I always feel lighter afterward.
That's so true. Human connection is one of the best stress relievers. And hobbies, having something you enjoy, drawing, cooking, music, anything, it gives your brain a different kind of activity. Not work, not stress, just enjoyment.
And if the tiredness doesn't go away?
See a doctor. Get a blood test. Check your iron, your B12, your vitamin D, your thyroid. It's simple, and it can make such a huge difference.
This all sounds so doable, like none of it is extreme.
That's the point. You don't need a perfect life to feel better. You just need a few better habits. Consistently. Okay, let's wrap up today's episode. Carrie, what's the big takeaway for you?
I think it's this feeling tired is not laziness. It's a signal. Your body and your mind are telling you something. And instead of ignoring it or pushing through, we should listen.
I love that. Yes, feeling tired all the time is not normal. It doesn't have to be your life. There are reasons, real, understandable reasons, and there are real solutions.
And the changes don't have to be big. Sleep at the same time. Drink some water. Take a short walk. Put your phone down a little earlier. These small things add up.
And be kind to yourself. If you're tired, you're not weak. You're human, living in a very busy, very loud world. And you're doing your best.
That was beautiful, Mak.
Ha! Thank you. I meant it.
For our listeners, if something today connected with you, if you heard yourself in our stories, know that you're not alone. So many people feel this way, and change is possible.
Start with one small thing this week. Just one. Maybe it's going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's drinking one extra glass of water. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk outside. Just one thing.
And notice how you feel. Over time, those small things become habits, and habits become your life.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to Daily English with Buddy today. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Share it with a friend who always says they're tired.
Which is everyone, let's be honest.
Ha! True! And if you have questions or if you want us to talk about another topic, leave a comment below. We love hearing from you.
Take care of yourselves, everyone. Rest. Drink water. Go for a little walk.
We'll see you next time. I'm Mak.
And I'm Carrie.
Goodbye.
Bye.